Coach, congratulations on another exciting fourth quarter victory. You have them all the way. What was your thoughts as you got into the fourth quarter?
I think I'm getting old. Actually, it's just a great win. I was worried at halftime. I really felt like we weren't playing with the same energy and the same excitement and same speed that we had been playing with. Our coaches did a really good job at halftime, talking a lot about, competing and playing hard and playing fair football the way we'd played the previous weeks. And we came out and did that in the second half. And I thought the offensive line did a much better job in the second half. The injury hurt us in the first half, and Nick Gallo came along and kept getting better each series, and that helped a lot. And then our running backs, I thought, did a really good job of running the ball. Matt took care of the ball and made some big plays that allowed us to go score to win the game. But can't have a more exciting game than that. Went on the last play of the game.
Coach, kind of a program-defining win, just kind of for the third week in a row for you guys, just going out there and kind of getting this type of a high-level win. And just today it was in a different way, just responding to all sorts of different adversity. Just kind of, what's your kind of perspective on that and the way that the program is just kind of turning around right here?
Well, first of all, it's what a tough conference. I mean, holy cow, we got to play a 10th ranked team back to back and the 20th ranked team earlier in the year. And I don't know if they were North Dakota, I think was North Dakota State was maybe second when we played them, but what a great conference. And it's a lot of fun. Each week you go out and play a team that has a lot of good players and really well coached. So it's an exciting time for us. I'm just really having fun looking around and watching our players smile and enjoy success and understand that you work hard and play together as a team. I thought that's what we really did in the second half, is those guys counted on themselves, counted on their teammate, offense, defense, special teams, a true team win. And it's really fun watching them smile and have a great time after the game.
Getting all these ranked wins back to back to back has to boost the confidence a little bit. How much confidence is this team playing with right now, getting those wins in consecutive rotations as they have?
Yeah, I think that they're doing a good job with it. They feel like we can go out on the field and compete and find a way to win. And that wasn't the case in the fall. We couldn't find a way to win. So to see the maturity, to see the new guys that came in and the effect that they had, and basically just in believing that you can win, and believing that if I prepare hard and practice hard, that it's going to show up on the field on Saturday. So, like I said, it's been a lot of fun. We've got another tough one next weekend, and we go on the road and got to go try to get another win.
Coach, you mentioned the offensive line play earlier, and you guys were getting a lot of pressure sent at you. Their front four was really giving it to your offensive line. What changed in halftime to minimize that and to cut down on Matt getting so much pressure and getting hit so often after the throw?
Yeah, I think the thing that changed the most was the ability to run the ball and get, positive yardage on first down, get out of 2nd and 10 and 2nd and 11 and 3rd and 9. It seemed like the first half we were just always behind the sticks, and they got a really good defensive line. Their outside ends are tall and lengthy, and I think they batted 3 balls down on us in the first half, and that kind of affected us and hurt us a little bit. But we did a good job at halftime on making some adjustments with our splits and our sets, and but the main thing was the physicalness, being able to run the ball. And the way Tobias and Celdon hit the holes and, broke tackles and made yards after contact.
The toughness from your quarterback comes out of the game there in the first half. He's getting shot after shot. He takes a late hit there in the second half still. He's still out there, and he's able to rally you guys and help you win the game. Just how impressed were you just from Matt being able to do that for you?
Yeah, I think his toughness affected everybody. His ability to show his competitive spirit, show his toughness. Everybody likes to rally around a guy like that. And certainly we learned a lot about Matt today, that he's a tough young man that's a great competitor, and his ability to stay in there and help us win. He deserves a lot of credit for that.
And Jose kicking the game-winning field goal. Just what kind of goes through your thoughts when you're lining them out there to boot that in?
Yeah, I think I was praying a little bit, but and then we bobbled the snap. I was like, oh my gosh, we bobbled the snap, and they're usually always perfect. It's a good operation. We get good snaps, good holds, and good kicks. And Burkett bobbled the snap, and I couldn't believe it, but we got it through, and it counted for 3 points and a win. So it's nice to see the clock tick off and not have to line up and kick it off.
Coach, the first play of the game went for 75 yards and a touchdown. Are those the chunk plays that you're wanting to get, that you're talking so much about, those just momentum changers and big play scores?
Yeah, but we need more than just the first play of the game. It's like, all right, we got this cranked up now. I thought maybe we'd just, get an easy one. And it certainly wasn't that. We didn't get a lot done the rest of the half. And it was hard. It was a lot of hard work. We did start to move the ball a little bit. And then in the second half, I think our offense just came together and gelled together, and they all competed hard. We had a lot of different guys come up with plays to drive the ball and get it in the end zone. And that's when it's fun, when they're all contributing.
You brought up at halftime that the coaches did a pretty good job at getting the guys to kind of wake up there. Everybody likes to think about the movies where there's the rah-rah speech, but just kind of what is it that kind of gets the guys that's said in there, that gets the guys turned around a little bit?
Yeah, well, we had some of our coaches that were, on it about competing. And what we do is we always meet as a defensive staff, offensive staff, make adjustments, then go meet offense, defense, and then turn it over to the position coaches. And the position coaches did a great job. They were talking about effort and toughness and staying together. And there's no win one for the Gip or anything like that. But it certainly, I thought, affected our players. And some of our players did a good job too. We had Titus Wall in there and providing energy, and guys, making sure that everybody was not going to lay down and quit. And they deserve a lot of credit for that. The leadership from within the team is starting to take over the team. And that's when you have a chance to be good and be special.
Coach, I know you spoke really highly of Celdon before the spring season started. You said you really liked your freshman running back. Did you ever envision getting a game out of him like you got today?
Yeah, all pre-fall, he was our leading rusher in every scrimmage and everything that we did. He surprised me a lot, because he came here in the fall and he was not able to play football in the fall. He was coming off a major knee injury from high school. We knew that he could only practice in the fall and not play in the games. He did an unbelievable job in learning the offense. He's very, very intelligent, really picks up things quickly. But then his ability to finish the game like he did today, I thought he got nicked up a little bit on one catch. So to see his toughness come out and running the ball the way he did in the second half was awesome.
You spoke to how much you enjoy seeing the faces, the smiles, and everything. I mean, you have a fan base that's excited right now as well. Just that everything's been able to just kind of turn around right now. And I know you don't like to look back, but just where you're able to have it right now and just kind of the excitement that's building, that's got to be pretty cool to you as well.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's been fun for our coaches, and they're really affecting the young men that are on our team in a positive way. And that's what you want to do as a coach, is you want to be able to, number one, teach kids how to excel and give them confidence. If you could say, what's your job as a coach, it would be to give young men confidence. And I think our coaching staff's doing a good job of that.
All right, Coach, looks like that's the last question. Congratulations again on a great win.
All right, go Lady Bears. Let's go win tomorrow.
Congrats,
Yes,
Coach.
Hey, Coach.
All right. We will jump straight into questions for our players. If you guys want to get us started here, I'm going to step back for just 2 seconds, but go ahead whenever you're ready.
Yeah, Celdon, I just picked you up on my fantasy team. Just what was that game kind of like for you today, and just to be able to come out with this great victory?
It was just nice being out there, getting a team win. We practiced this all week, and I just want to thank my team for it, really.
Whenever you start the game with a 75-yard touchdown like that, are you thinking, okay, it's downhill from here, or like do you try to build off of that momentum?
Definitely momentum is a key factor, but I was just surprised. I was so happy to score, but I knew we had a long game in front of us. I just wanted to keep pushing.
What was going through your head on your first touchdown of the game, that opening one that you just talked about, and your last touchdown of the game to tie the game at 27? What was going through your head on both of those plays?
Man, the first play, it was just so surreal and just crazy just to score. The last one, I just wanted to thank my line for that. It was all them on that play. I was just excited to tie the game, take the lead, and it was just amazing.
I'm coming away with that win. I mean, the way you guys had to do it, fighting back there. I mean, you guys are losing by 12 at one point in the second half, and you just kept fighting. Just how have you seen the growth in the team? Just kind of being able to fight back and be able to do what you guys did today.
We've definitely came a long way since the last season we had, but we've been doing this all season. The first game, second game, third game. We're just used to fourth quarter games, and we were just the better team today, hit harder and just execute it.
And what goes through your mind when you see Jose lining up for a game-winning field goal there?
I was just on the sideline. I was like praying, like, we deserve this. We worked for it all week, working out, lifting weights, running, all this. I just was hoping he made it, and he did. He has ice in his veins.
You haven't been here too long, but I mean, I'm just looking at the Twitter stuff coming in and just how excited this fan base is. Just the see Missouri State starting to have a winner. Just how are you starting to feel that and notice that for you guys? Because I mean, you guys have to be really excited about where things are going right now.
Yeah, I'm just happy that we got the win, really, and yeah, that's really it, really.
Coach mentioned that you were coming off a knee injury and not the inability to play in the fall. So how special is it to have a game like this in the spring where you score all these touchdowns?
I mean, it's crazy because in high school, I never really had to play a full game like this, but they breeded me to be able to take 4 quarters, and I'm just thankful. I'm built for it, and it was all my line, really. I just ran behind their blocks, and it's just a good win.
Getting all these ranked wins back to back to back like this, how much momentum and confidence do you think you guys are playing with right now?
A lot. I want them to know we're a different team, having Coach Petrino come in, we're different breeds, and we're ready to play.
You saw the hits that your quarterback was taking. And he went out for a little bit, but I mean, he came back into the game and kept getting hit, but he still got up and kept fighting for you guys. How much does that fire up you guys in the huddle when you see that guy playing for you?
It's good. Matt came in after our quarterback got hurt, and he just stepped up with a leader. He's been in this situation before. He's experienced, so it was nice to have him back there. Just his composure is a good thing to have as a team leader.
All right, Celdon, looks like that's your last question. We really appreciate your time, and congrats on a huge day here at Plaster.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks, Celdon.
All right, I got to wait for Eric to jump in here real quick. All right, Eric Johnson joins us again this week. 8 tackles today, 7 solos, and a tremendous second half effort by the defensive line. Eric, tell to us about that and what you guys came out of the locker room doing differently in the second half.
Let's see. Mostly, we need to come out and specifically focus on what we need to do. Our coaches had a great game plan for us, and the first half we just weren't executing the way we had been coached and what we needed to do. So we really just had to tighten up on that and, focus on reading our keys and what we were seeing. And then once that happened, things started falling in place.
Eric, I can't help but think about when you blocked the game-winning field goal a few years back, and just being able to put that game away. But now you're watching Jose go out there and kick a game-winning field goal for another just a ginormous win in Missouri State history. Just kind of what was your perspective as you stood there and watched that?
I was very nervous. I don't know. It was it's a hard to describe feeling. Like it's man, just everything that we're working for, coming together at one moment, from the defense to offense, and then like especially special teams. That's the one thing that we're always making sure we're focused on, is that that's also like a big part of the game. And as you can see, it gave us the dub. So it was exhilarating. It was relieving. It was a whole bunch of emotions all at once.
What are some of the talks like in the defensive huddle, especially there late in the fourth quarter whenever they have the ball and you got to get a stop there to give your offense a chance?
Mostly just, selling yourself out for the team, going 100%, making sure that like you do everything in your power to help your teammates, no matter like if you gotta jump a gap and throw your body into something. Just it's coming down to this. Like I know we were thinking it was coming down to like the fourth quarter, a few minutes left, and we're thinking like we got to do this. It's do or die. So do whatever you can to get it.
Are you guys just more comfortable in fourth quarter games at this point? Do you guys want to have a lead, or do you want to have to fight back and be some dogs and win a close game like you have done all season, really?
I mean, everybody wants to, have a lead and go into the go into a sailing, but that's just something we've always had to do. We've always had to fight, and when we're going into the games, we're always constantly expecting for a fight. We're always ready to continue going into the fourth quarter. That's one of the things that we preach about ourselves, is that we're a second half team, and no matter what what's on the scoreboard or what anybody else is doing, that we're going to come out in the second half and do what we need to do.
You've been around this program for a little bit. How have these last 3 weeks been different? Just the way you guys are winning.
I know I don't know how it would be for everybody else's experience, but I know for me personally, and just from what I've experienced over the few years of being here, it feels rewarding. To me, it feels like, everything that we've done so far, all the practices, the heartache, and, just grinding, it's not, it's starting to finally bear fruit, it feels like we've been in a drought, crops haven't been doing good, and we're finally starting to get a good harvest. And it's just an amazing feeling.
I don't think anybody could have said it better than that, Eric. Great job today. Fantastic. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Congrats.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.